Macca's Guides.
Hey everyone, Macca here playing High on Life, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can easily farm warp crystals after you complete the game. You can then use these warp crystals to buy all of the collectible warp disc bases. You can then use all of those bases to unlock the Seeing All the Sights achievement. So there's a couple of things going here all at once. Now the first step is to beat the game. You can't actually use this farming strategy until after the game, but once you do beat it, go to your bounty hunter device, go into Zephyr Paradise, and go into Jungle Clearing. From where you spawn, take a slight turn to your left, you'll see a waterfall off in the distance, and as you approach it, two bases will warp and spawn in front of you. There'll be like 3 snipers and 4 other enemies nearby. Once you take all of these enemies out, 2 warp crystals become available to you to pick up, 1 in each base. They're located pretty obviously near the kind of center middle of each of those bases. And at this point, all you need to do is head back in the direction of the portal that we came through, head through the portal, which will spawn you back in your house, do a 180 and head right back into the portal to bring yourself back into the jungle clearing, rinse and repeat over and over. This strategy will gain you 2 warp crystals every 1 to 2 minutes, and you need about 30 of them total, so even if you start at 0, you can grind out all the ones you need in about 20 or 30 minutes. Now that you have a pretty good collection of warp crystals going, you want to go and head over to Blim City. Once there, you want to go and talk to Blordo, which is the food kiosk near the center of town. Once you talk to him, he will offer you some quote-unquote food, but these are actually warp drive discs, and you'll want to buy all 6 of the ones he has to offer. The only thing that is worth mentioning here is that sometimes the one at the bottom, the most expensive one, even after you buy it, it'll show up as you not having it, but if you pause your game and go into your inventory, you will have it. Once you have all of these discs, we're going to go back to our bounty machine and portal over to Zephyr Paradise, Upper Valley. The goal here is to use all 6 of the discs now in order to unlock the achievement. Let me show you exactly how this works, as people have been reporting this to be pretty glitchy. Now, once you spawn, you want to take a left-hand turn and go up the hill. This will be where the mansion was in one of the earlier missions of the game, and you can go here and use your discs. The one thing I would recommend is to turn on your achievement tracker and make sure you pin the achievement Seeing All the Sights. As this is pretty glitchy, you want to see that your progress is actually going up while you do each one so that you know that it counted. If it didn't count, you may have to redo one of them a couple of times for it to finally trigger. But as long as you're doing them correctly, they should count, and if you see them counting on screen, the achievement's going to unlock with no problem. The first one we'll do here is Cutie Town. This one was free to you if you purchased it from Blordo. And what you want to do is you want to run through the town, stepping on all of the buildings and destroying everything. Once you do this, you should be able to walk off the platform back towards the little warp area, and it should eventually count. People have mentioned that they had to step on and off the platform a couple of times for it to work, and in many cases they've had to do it more than once. So just make sure it counts towards your achievement before trying the next one. After that, another easy one is the movie theater. You would have had to do this for a different achievement anyways, so the first time you do this, you'll unlock an achievement. But in order to get the movie to unlock, just use the warp disc and then sit down. I believe as soon as the movie starts and the characters start talking in front of you, the progress will begin, and then you can just head back outside and do the next one. Next up, you can do the toilet one, and as soon as you spawn in, you're going to have to connect all of the pipes from the person at the top to the person at the bottom. You're going to have to help these 2 friends participate in some after-school fun, and once all of the pipes are connected, something will happen on screen to let you know that you are successful. I'm going to quickly turn around and go to the next warp disc before my YouTube channel gets shut down, and that will be the 3rd out of 6 completed. The next warp disc I went for was the skate park. Go into the bowl and talk to the 3 teenagers here. They're going to ask you if you want to accept a challenge. You'll have to press accept. Don't worry if you decline it, you can just talk to them again. And then you'll have to get a combo of about 50,000 points. This is really easy to do. Basically, just spin around in a circle, mash the A button to jump, mash the left bumper in order to use your knife to hook onto the bees above. And if you do this for about 60 seconds, you'll easily get the 42,000 point requirement at the end of time. If you are successful, you will complete this and spawn a Luglox, and then you can pick it up before leaving the area and getting your progress. The fifth collectible warp disc is the Trolley. Here, a trolley will come down the hill from the very top. On the left side, you have 5 individuals. On the right side, you have 1 individual. I did end up switching the track so that it went to my right-hand side where there was 1 individual. But I think you just have to let the trolley come all the way down, enjoy the humor of the situation, and once the trolley comes to a stop, you will have the progress and you'll be able to move on. Last but not least, we have the old quiet cottage. Spawn that in, run forward, jump up onto the ledge, and basically just grab all 3 of the Luglox boxes here. As soon as you grab them, you can leave, and this should trigger the completion of this achievement, which doesn't show up on screen for me, but did count. That is all 6 of the collectible warp discs and how you can farm warp crystals easily. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope it was helpful. A super special thank you to everyone on Patreon for supporting the show, and hopefully I see you soon. Peace.